Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio
is
the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
Carefully, as any errors you make now could mean you receive less money later. Tax credits from Revenue and Customs. Renew today to make sure you get the right money.
But why leave it at pornography? What about the Bible?
The Bible?
Yes, the Bible. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the good book.
Can you make it better?
Groove with your Space Commander, Dad.
Can this show get any worse?
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
Try to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I tell it I am right or I am wrong? Why do you see it your way? There's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
10 points to anyone who got what that film clip was. 10 points and my undying respect. One of the best films ever. No one's ever heard of it. And I was working with someone who I've worked with quite a bit, and I mentioned that film and she went, "Oh yeah, my dad directed that." So, what? Oh yeah, my dad directed that. I never knew. Never knew. Good evening, dear listener. I'm in one of those rare things that I like to call a good mood. Oh, it's a good mood, yes. So good, in fact, I'm actually saluting Ben Jones for his work in playing records and doing the talking before us. Another week of rubbish begins on Absolute Radio. Iain Lee, thank you very much. Eloise isn't here. It's Macca Pacca. Hello, Macca.
Hello.
There we go. You see, he's through there. She's off in Spain, swanning around, drinking... What's a Spanish drink, Macca?
Oh, man, I don't know. The only Spanish drinks I can think of are tequila, but that's Mexican and Latino.
Exactly, so that's not the question I asked for. The question
Sangria?
was Sangria. Thank you. You saved yourself just in time before my fury boiled over. Yeah. So she's drinking sangria and probably, I don't know, getting it on with lots of Spanish boys. Who knows? Who knows? They'll break her heart and she'll probably catch something. I told her. So Macca Pacca's here. You're here all week, are you?
Yes, I am.
Tonight's show, very, very exciting. Ringo Starr from Dem Beatle is on the show. Ringo Starr from Dem Beatle is on the show. It's a pre-record. Before you all phone up and ask to speak to him, it's a pre-record. We did it a couple of weeks ago, and we're playing it out now. It was unbongoed for a while. We can play it out this evening. Very, very exciting. Ever met a Beatle, Macca?
No.
No, I've met a Beatle. Ringo Starr from the Beatles, yes, from Dem Beatle.
When did you do that?
A few weeks ago. What a nice man he is. What a lovely, lovely gentleman Ringo Starr from Dem Beatle is. And we will be playing the interview out in 2 parts, and then the Best Bits podcast after the show will be the full, unedited interview. I don't know why I'm missing the bits off words this evening, but I'm enjoying it. It's kind of saving time, really. That way, if I miss bit off were, then I can get more were in, huh? By the way, big thank you to everybody who came to the 2 Kurikorda Quartet gigs at the weekend, Friday and Saturday. Huge success. And the band are over the moon at the reception they got. They were so touched. The gig on Friday was superb. The gig on Saturday, I panicked a bit because I kind of sorted it out. And they're all like avant-garde rock bands and punk bands, all kind of strange bands on. And I was thinking... And they're all excellent. Well done, by the way, all of you. I was thinking, oh my God, I have made a terrible, terrible decision here. But boy, oh boy, those 4 Japanese gentlemen totally won the audience over. Totally won them over. It was amazing. They're doing one more gig They've got one more gig in the UK. They're playing at Friday at the Royal Festival Hall in the Claw Ballroom at 5:30. It's free. You'd be an idiot not to come to that. An idiot. It's superb. You will love it. Bring kids as well. I think it's perfect for kids to come along and see them. I think kids are going to love it, wouldn't they? Anyway, so tonight's show we've got Ringo Starr. What else have we got? Well, you know, not a lot. Not a lot. I'll be honest with you. I come empty-handed. As I've kind of written off the month of May. Not really gonna. There's been so many bank holidays and royal weddings. I'm gonna kind of start again in June. We're really gonna kick things into gear in June. I think we're really gonna do some groundbreaking shows. So until then, how much longer have we got? A week and a half, something like that. Until then. Oh, Thursday show. Remind me to tell you, I'll tell you now actually, on Thursday's show we've got a film crew coming in from Israel.
Really?
We've got a film crew coming in from Israel, and I need to send you an email because they've got like loads of technical questions.
Okay.
About how to, I don't know.
Do stuff and things.
Yeah, how to do stuff and things. We're doing they're making a documentary about Sparks, and so they're coming to film me because I'm a Sparks fan. So Thursday is going to be a Sparks special. Where I might even sneak a couple of Spark songs into the playlist. Don't tell any of the bosses; they don't need to know that just yet.
Okay.
And we'll be talking about Sparks. So if you are in any way connected with Sparks, or are a fan of Sparks, or like Sparks, or don't like Sparks, then Thursday night is the show to call into. So I had an excellent weekend. I had 4 hours sleep on Friday night.
Really?
Yeah, 4 hours sleep. I was at the Curricorda Quartet gig. Got to bed at 1. It's a little bit less than 4. Got to bed at 1, was up at 5 with the baby. Oh,
really?
Yeah, that was hard work. It was hard work. And then he went and stayed at my in-laws on Saturday night. And while he was there, he dropped a... No, it sounds funny. It's not funny. He dropped a can of beans on his thumb, and his thumb has gone all black, and the nail's probably going to fall off. Ever lost a nail?
No, I haven't. No, but I've been the cause of someone losing a nail.
Oh, really? What did you do?
I shut the door on my sister's hand, not realising that hand was...
How old was she?
7.
Okay, see, seven. If you're 6, I lost the middle finger nail, the bird.
Yes.
On this hand, because my mum had a mini. I remember it. I was like 5, 6 years old, and I slammed the door shut, and my finger was in it. So the door was slammed shut, and then my mum, not realising my finger was shut, she was in the car. She locked the door. Oi, and I'm going, ah! And she got out of the car going, Ian, what's wrong? Oh my God! And then, of course, she's fumbling around with the keys trying to unlock the door. She locked my finger in a car door. Now, that fingernail went black and ultimately fell off. And as a 6, 7-year-old boy, that's a pretty cool thing to have.
That is quite cool, actually, yeah.
Pretty cool, because it was just hanging... At one point, it was just hanging by, like, a thread.
Yeah.
It popped off. Now, my boy's only 60 months. So he's too young to appreciate what is basically a gift that God has given him, the knackered thumbnail, but it's going to fall off. But so it's very sad. So that can be one of the things. If you've ever caused a part of your body or someone else's body to fall off, this could be horrible territory we don't want to get involved in. I don't know, but we'll give it a go. 0330 123 1215. You call up, you speak to Macapaka, he'll call you back. Now, the other thing this brings us to is we took him to the doctors today. Took him to see a lady doctor, okay? She was flashing a bit of boob now, I think about it as well. She was flashing a bit, I was staring thinking, oh, a bit of boob. But the weird thing was, she took my boy's hand and she was looking at it. She's very close to me because I was holding him. And all the time she's doing this.
Oh, that's such a horrible noise.
She had chewing gum. The doctor was going, well, what I think is, the nail may fall off. But, just try and keep it clean. And, try don't let them get dirty. And if the blood builds up, we may have to burst it with a hot nail. But it was a woman flashing a bit of boob. She may have been a hooker for all I know. She was flashing a bit of boob. She wasn't. But chewing gum. Now, is this me getting old, right? Because a few things have happened recently where I thought, actually, I'm getting really old here. Is it... She wasn't a hooker, by the way. She just said that. Is it me getting old, or, Macapaka, you're a young man, is it inappropriate for a doctor to be chewing the gum?
I think it's very, very inappropriate.
Exactly. You kind of get told when you're young.
It's unprofessional.
It is unprofessional. Spit that gum. Don't you chew that gum. Spit
and
it out.
A bit of boob hanging out. It's unprofessional on two fronts.
There was one point, though, when she was very, very, very close to me. Very close, because she was looking at the boy's hand. And I was just staring at her like... this is literally the face I had on. Can you describe that face? 'Cause I don't know.
Just shock and confusion as to what's going on.
You know the face when you kind of pull back and do that. And she caught me she caught me looking at her like that, and I was kind of a bit phased, and I nearly said, "Are you chewing gum?" It just felt it was wrong. Is it me getting old, or is that wrong? I don't know. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. The way it works, if you're new to the show, and we are getting new listeners all the time, the way it works, you phone up, you'll hear Russ Williams, you then press button 1, you'll speak to Macapaka, he'll take your name and number and give you a call back. It's as simple as. And you can talk about this nonsense that I'm spewing out, or you can talk about, anything you want to, really. I'm not that fussed. 0330 123 1215. Bits of bodies falling off, fingernails in particular. Chewing gum, really? A doctor? Chewing it? Oh, I'm not sure about this. 0330 123 1215. They played this the other night. Thank you so much. Very rarely do I get sentimental. I had a tear in my eye towards the end of the gig on Friday. A big grin all the way through it. A tear in my eye. What an honour. I got to introduce them as well. What an honour. Big grin on my face all Saturday. The whole weekend, big grin on my face because of this lot. Thank you everyone who came down. It was nice to meet nearly all of you. There were a couple that I kind of thought, you know what, if I hadn't met them, life would have actually been a little bit better. But nearly everybody. Hannah came down and Ray and loads of other people, and it was lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for supporting them, and they are over the moon. He's been debriefed. He's been warned. It's Verinda. Hey, Vinny.
Will everyone get the warning?
Only you, because I think only you need that warning. Now,
okay.
For those who don't know, Vinny is playing at the next Set the Agenda evening, which is a variety evening I put on with my friend James Shovlin, and it's happening on June the 3rd. It's sold out already. The tickets were sold out in 3 hours, Vinny.
Yeah, I got the pill in it.
You've got the pill?
Uphill.
You're going uphill?
Yes, that's right.
OK, Vinny's going uphill. Vinny's going to be performing a stand-up routine, 25, 30 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with, and it has sold out. Are you excited, Vinny?
Yeah. I'm starting to prepare for it, finally.
You started to prepare for it? Well, OK, can you give us a little taster of what we might expect from you?
Yeah, it's a mix between Lenny Henry...
Yeah.
And Chubby Brown.
OK, it's a perfect mix. And the thing I warned you about, you can do that if you want there.
Yeah, all right then.
Okay.
I can do that then.
OK, you can do that then. So a mix between Lenny Henry and Roy Chubby Brown, June the 3rd in Camden. It's sold out. Some people may be returning their tickets now they've heard that, Vinny, but it's too late. There are no returns. There are no refunds. What can I do for you, my good lady friend?
Yeah, about nails. I once had ingrowing toenails.
Oh!
And peeled it off. In both, I had in both.
Both toes?
Yeah.
Okay,
in
so
the pinky.
In the pinky? But you haven't got a pinky, have you?
Yeah, I do.
But what? Have you got a pinky? I don't want to. Shall I say what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I do have a pinky.
So you don't want me to say what I'm thinking?
No.
OK, I won't say what I'm thinking then.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want me to say what I'm thinking? What do you think I'm thinking?
Yours probably something that will take the mick out of me, I don't know.
Actually, no, it's not, Verinda.
But still, I don't trust you.
all I'm going to say it. Is your pinky actually pink?
No.
There we go, you see. So you don't... you still call it a pinky?
The small thing, what is it called? A pinky, isn't it?
Well, but is yours pink?
No.
Then I wouldn't call it a pinky.
Oh, what do you call it then?
A brownie? Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to tread around this subject carefully. So it was
you call yours?
A whitey?
Okay.
Is that racist?
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, it is. So, no, it's not. But so this is on your hand. This is on the... How can you have an ingrowing toenail on your fingers?
No, I didn't say my fingers in my toe.
You said it was on your right hand.
No,
he did, didn't he? He said it was on his right hand.
He did, yeah.
I said it was on both toes.
You did say it was on... No, you said it was on both, and then your pinky. First of all, your little toe isn't called your pinky, it's your little finger's called your pinky. And then you said it was on your right hand. Ross?
Hello?
Did Vinny say it was on his right hand?
I missed that bit. I didn't think it counted because Vinny's nails are acrylic, aren't they?
I think they could be. I don't know what that means. Jacob?
Yeah?
Did he say it was on his right hand?
Yeah, right hand.
He said right hand, Vinny.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, well,
sorry.
That's okay. I'm glad that's sorted.
Anything? Yeah, anyway, I've still got the marks from where the toenail was.
On your hand?
In my
buttocks.
toe.
In your toe. Okay. Well, that's
Yeah, and
yes.
once stubbed my toe.
Right. Okay. Oh.
But.
I hope the material you use on June the 3rd is better than this. Otherwise, we're in for a terrible night.
Yeah, but you stopped me. You warned me in it, so it would have been a better conversation.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's. I'm glad I did warn you in that case.
Yeah, my toe went black, and.
His toe or his tie?
His tie. Your tie went black.
No, my toe went.
So
black.
So is that why you've got the nickname Black Toe?
I didn't know that was my nickname.
Yeah, we always call you Black Toe, but I never knew why.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, I feel you're a bit deflated.
Okay. So what else are you talking about? You're talking about toenails.
We're talking about toenails. We're talking about Ringo Starr. We're talking about doctors chewing gum.
Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Thanks for calling, Vinny. Is that it?
But you do act like a teacher, don't you think? Are you chewing gum? Like a teacher. Okay, then, bye. It would have been better, but you know what? Bye-bye.
Absolute Radio.
Right now with Virgin Media, get TV, broadband and calls from just £20 a month.
Ian Lee on Absolute Radio.
Neil from Aylesbury is sending a hideous yet entertaining email at the same time. Ian, I'm talking about bits of your body falling off. Ian, I was about 10, and while in the garden with my dad, went to put the garden fork down straight through the oversized Wellingtons I had on, and right into my big toe. It got infected, and eventually the nail went black, and when I eventually peeled it off, I put it into a matchbox, took it to school, and told everyone it was a monkey's thumbnail. Man, was I popular. Oh, the old monkey's thumbnail in a matchbox. It doesn't get much better than that. 0330 123 1215. Jacob, Terry and Ross be with you after this. The Buffalo Springfield are getting back together. What? Why has nobody told me this before? Buffalo Springfield. Hang on. The Buffalo Springfield. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage the Buffalo Springfield? No, that's the wrong sound effect. So I was trying to get applause and then ended with that. That's exciting. I love the Buffalo Springfield. Oh, I wonder if we can get them on the show. Can we get the Buffalo Springfield on the show? Probably not. Ross!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Ross!
I just want you to make sure that tonight's show is a mega injunction-free zone.
Oh, OK, thank you very much. We shall be doing that. Let's go to, Terry!
Hello?
Hello, Terry!
How you doing, mate? Sorry, I was listening to radio.
That's all right. I'm on the radio. How weird is that?
How weird is that?
How weird is that?
Yeah. Anyway, hello.
Yes, we've done that bit.
Yeah.
Well, I did it anyway. I don't know. You were listening to the radio.
You sound just like him.
Yeah, I know. I sound just like I'm better looking than he is, though, and I've got less money.
Well, no, yeah, that's probably about right.
Yeah.
I can imagine that. Anyway, what are we talking about?
Bits of your body falling off, doctors chewing gum, and Ringo Starr.
All right, do you know what, Ringo Starr? Do you know what, if Ringo Starr's on tonight?
Yeah.
I've got. What sort of Beatles songs are you going to be playing tonight?
Well, you pick a Beatles song and we'll play it.
Well, I can think of many.
Well, But that's not the question. I didn't ask you, can you think of many Beatles songs? I said, pick one.
Well, I'll go with Eleanor Rigby.
OK, we'll play that.
How about that? You play that for me.
We will play that for you. Even though Ringo Starr's not on it, we'll play it.
Yeah, well, he's not the best drummer. Yeah.
He's a brilliant drummer. Ringo always gets stick for being a pony drummer.
He's a brilliant drummer. Do you know what? I remember an interview with John Lennon.
He said he's not even the best drummer in the Beatles. I know.
Yeah,
but he's a brilliant drummer, Ringo Starr. I don't know why he gets all this stick for it.
No, well, I'm not going to give him stick, Rick. He is a brilliant drummer.
You've changed your tune, Terry. You've changed your tune, Terence. Hey, you've changed. You've changed, Terence, since you came into that money. Hey, since you came into that money, Terence, selling booking DVDs down the old flea market. You've changed your tune, Terry. Hey, what would your dear mum think about you now, Terry? You've changed your tune. God rest her soul.
You're the leader I'm talking to now.
What?
You're great. You're the leader I'm talking to now.
No, not yet. This is the warm-up before you get through to Ian Lee.
You can do that. So you got two voices at once.
Two voices at once, eh? That's all the drugs I took back in the 60s. Hey there, my son. Hey there, my son.
So anyway, I've got to talk about my body parts falling off.
Your body parts falling off, Terence. What parts of your body have you seen falling off?
Right, well, I'm going to struggle with that. I don't know. Well, I'll never look at that.
Whoa. You've changed, Terry. Hey, I remember you when you were at school giving dead arms to Mucky Margaret. Now you've changed, Terry. Now you're a big man. Now you own this boozer. Me, you and your brother, we used to be mates. But you've changed, Terence. You've changed.
Yeah, I love you. Oh, Joe, you should be at the forefront of this fucking stuff.
Oh, steady. F-bomb. Don't worry. It's a yellow card. I know it was an accident.
Sorry.
No, it was an accident. Hey, Terry, guess what? I had a weird evening, right? I went to Russell Square. I came out of Russell Square Tube, right? And I helped two... this is a strange evening, OK? There were two foreign blind men, like completely blind.
Yeah.
And they were stood in the street going, hello.
Yep.
Hello, and so no one was stopping, and so I went, "You're right, lads. What's the problem?" And they said, "I won't do the accent." They were stood outside the building and said, "Is this a hotel?"
Yeah.
I went, "No, it's not. But there's one a couple of doors down. Do you want to come with me and I'll take you there?" "Oh yes, please." So they took my arm. The way you guide the blind person is you don't grab them, you let them grab your arm. Okay. So we walked along, and we walked into this hotel, and there was no one there. And so I'm going, "Hello."
Yeah.
And this guy came out. I said, "I've got two blind men that want to stay at your hotel." And they said, "Thank." And so I walked out. I thought, I've done a really good deed there. And then as soon as I walked out, this very, very suspicious-looking gentleman grabbed my hand to shake my hand. He went, "All right, mate." And I thought maybe he recognised me from the telly, because I used to do a bit of telly, or maybe it was, I've got a terrible memory, so maybe I'd met him before. And I went, "All right, how's it going?" And he did that thing where he wouldn't let go of my hand.
Oh, man.
And I said, "All right, mate." And he said, "Do you remember me?" And I said, "Remind me." And then he said, "Wormwood Scrubs." I went, "I beg your pardon."
Wormwood Scrubs?
He said, "Wormwood Scrubs, Terry." I said, "I beg your pardon." He said, "Wormwood Scrubs. We were at the Scrubs. We were in the Scrubs together. It's a prison."
Yeah.
I said,
I'm not too sure. Are you trying to make a point here, Ian?
I'm telling an anecdote, Terry.
Okay.
Have you done a bit of Bird?
A little bit. Not in Wormwood Scrubs, I.
No.
I don't, well, you obviously have.
Yeah. Well, no. This is the thing. I haven't been to prison. And I said to him, "Oh, you got the wrong bloke, mate. I haven't been to prison." He said, "Come on, I remember you. We were buddies in the Scrubs." And I'm going, "Honestly, mate, I've not been to prison." And he went, "Well, where do I know you from then?"
Was he still holding the hand?
Still holding the hand. And he said, "Where do I know you from?" I said, "You might have seen me on telly." He said, "Yeah, come on. Come on." And I said, "What were you inside for?" He went, and he started giggling and going, It's not important. And I said, "Are you being a good boy now or a naughty boy?" He said, I'm being a good boy. I said, "All right, well, it's nice to see you again, mate." And I said, "It's nice to see you again, mate." And I walked off, because I didn't, maybe he was going to get me involved in a bank robbery, Terry.
You sound as though you were being like a bit of a good boy. You might have been a good boy. I didn't know toes were falling off. But, you were tucking your toes there, was you?
Got my toes, in the box, I can do a bit of this, bit of that. So you've done a bit of Bird, have you, Terry?
No, I haven't, no.
Yeah, you just said you had.
Well,
you did, but you were innocent.
I never touched my toes.
No, there we go. Well, Terry, can I just say, you're the most bonkers caller we've had all night, and that's saying something.
Well, that's saying a hell of a lot. You know what, this is probably about the first time I've listened to your radio station, the first time I phoned into it, and I thought, I'll just give you a bell.
You've changed, Terry. You've changed since you started giving people a bell. I remember back in the old days, you'd never give nobody a bell. Now you're giving people a bell all the blooming time. So you've changed. What's your missus going to think about that when you come on? Oh, you've changed, Terry, eh? Don't put the body in the boot. You've changed.
Your voice has changed. You got me one bit more grand.
Terry, lovely to talk to you, mate. Take care.
Okay, fella. All right.
Ta-ta. Weirdest phone call ever?
Bless.
But it was weird. I've never been to prison, and he really was not let go of my hand.
How long were you talking to him for?
It was only about a minute, maybe
That's
a minute
still
and a
quite
half.
a long time.
It's a long time to talk to a prisoner, yeah.
And hold your hand shaking it.
Yeah, he wouldn't let it go, and I actually had to pull my hand away, and his hand's going like that as I'm pulling it away, and I managed to get it out. And at the end, I said, "You been a good boy?" He said, "Well, you know."
Did you look over your shoulder after you left?
See if there were any cameras?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, like, to see what he would do.
He looked like the sort of bloke that you did not want to get on the wrong side of, because you would get possibly a severe kicking.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
That's very, very bizarre.
It was bizarre.
Was he big?
He was short but broad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He looked well tasty in a fight.
Yeah.
Jacob!
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey. That's a very trendy way to start a phone call. Have you been smoking a bit of pot?
No, I haven't. I
Good.
haven't, Ian, I haven't.
Good.
About
It kills brain cells and make you impotent.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just warning you. Hey, listen, I'm your friendly neighbourhood drugs advisor. Smoking pot kills your brain cells, makes you impotent, and worse than that, it makes you think Jimi Hendrix is good.
He is good.
You have been smoking pot. You've just failed the drugs test, sir. If you'd like to step this way, we'll give us the keys to your vehicle, and we'll be locking you up for 6 months.
Oh, no, don't, Ian, don't take me away.
Oh, don't take me away. I'm taking you away. No, don't take me away. I'm taking you away. Oh.
Yeah, Ian, all right, Ian, calm down.
All right, okay. Have you got a clothes peg on your nose?
Yeah, I do.
Do people still use clothes? I haven't seen a clothes peg for like 20 years. Do people still use clothes pegs?
Oh, I do.
No.
Well, Jacob uses it on his nose, and Macapaka uses it on his clothes. Okay, in that case, we're fine.
It rhymes. Clothes and nose, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Ian.
Yes.
About this chewing gum thing, yeah?
This chewing gum thing, yeah.
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 Your doctor, is improving, it's putting oxygen into the brain, chewing gum. So it's actually helping you treat your son, isn't it?
You're telling me that my doctor chewing gum
is
putting oxygen into her brain, therefore making her more able to look at a baby's thumb and say, well, the nail's going to fall off. To be honest, that's the first thing I said when I saw the thumb, and I, A, wasn't chewing gum, and B, have very, very little medical training after getting kicked off that medical course halfway through year 2.
No, it's a scientific fact, Ian. Chewing gum helps your memory, doesn't it? So it's going to help you train your son.
Chewing gum, it's a scientific fact that chewing gum, oh, blimey. It's Frank Sidebottom. He's come back from beyond the grave. It's a scientific fact that chewing gum helps improve your memory. I've never heard such balls in my life.
No, Ian, I'm a scientist, so I know this stuff. I'm not even joking.
I'm not even joking, Ian. Well, thank you, Dr. Jacob. It's always lovely to talk to a complete and utter fruitcake. What a strange few minutes it's been. OK, after MGMT, we will have Ringo Starr of Dem Beatles.
Ringo, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Absolute Radio, here we are. Hey, how you doing? Peace and love.
Are you going to be difficult this morning, or
no? I'm going to be lovely.
Good. I love you. I genuinely.
Oh,
no,
already you love me.
I do. Can I say, one of the greatest rock drummers of all time, without a shadow of a doubt. And I think that's sometimes overlooked a little bit.
Not anymore. Not since the remasters.
Yeah. Were you in there one day?
Now you can hear the drums.
Were you in there one day? So I'll mix this one, lads, and you push the drums up a bit. And
I did.
Good, as it should be.
I snuck in.
Your fills on Tomorrow Never Knows, and she said, the greatest drum fills of all time.
Of all time? Well, praise indeed.
Now.
And you play?
I play bass. Luke plays the drums. Luke's a drummer.
Praise indeed.
I'm being totally cheap by Ringo Starr. I love it.
Yeah.
Luke, our man's a drummer.
Okay, well, he's not interviewing me. I don't care.
You're all
kidding. Thanks, Ringo. I meant that with peace and love.
Should we do the business?
If you must.
We must do. We are here because you're all-star band. You're doing your first European tour in 15, 16
since
years.
I did those fills you're talking about. Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't know. It just sort of I did Europe in the 90s a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then I just sort of stayed in America.
Why?
Well,
Would you
I
not
don't
come
know.
in?
Most of the band was, lived there.
Yeah.
And I just found it was easier, really, because, you only have to show your passport once.
Yeah, exactly. That would make sense. And
anyway, we're going to do it this year because I just felt, hey, let's go.
Yeah. You've got a good band as well, as always, as if you would have any less.
I do have a good band.
Who have we got? Rick Derringer.
Rick, great guitar. And Hang On Sloopy.
Knocked yesterday off the number one spot. Was yesterday a single in the States?
Probably.
Yeah, they released all kinds of crazy shizzle over there.
I'm not on it, am I?
No, you're not. It's a solo, isn't it?
I took no interest.
So Hang On Sloopy is a great song.
Yeah, it is. No, he's great. Rick is great and he's playing great.
Yeah.
And also we're blessed because we have Edgar Winter.
Yeah.
Who is like the Mr. Rock and Roll of this band.
Yeah.
And him and Rick had played together. So it's nice when the players know each other a little.
Do you say that? How much rehearsal do you have as a band, or do you just meet up on the first day and go, right, these are the songs, come on lads, let's do it?
No, we pick the songs before we get to the rehearsal.
Right, okay.
And the whole thing about Ringo and the All-Stars is everybody has to have had a hit in the 60s, which I did, in the 70s, which I did, in the 80s and the 90s so far.
Yeah.
So it's like, I like to say in America, it's like the 1-800 number.
Yeah.
Where you phone up on the TV and get the record of all the hits. Well, that's what it's like.
How come Weight of the World wasn't a huge hit?
Well,
that was such a good song.
Talk to somebody, brother.
Oh, let's get that reissued and we'll get that in the top 10.
Okay.
Do they still do the top 10? I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, which top 10 would I be in?
Not the Enemy poll winners.
You know what I mean?
Pop
There used
party.
to be the top 10, top 20, and there's a little blurb. Okay, the top country and the top rock. Now there's there's so many categories.
Yeah.
I don't know where you'd put me.
Who else have we got? He is quite difficult, it turns out.
I'm not.
You're lovely. Wally Palmer. I don't.
Wally Palmer.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, he was the Romantics.
I don't remember the Romantics.
Well, I must tell you because you like music.
Yeah, definitely.
Pull out your Romantic CD from way back.
Okay.
When, and I'm sure Absolute Radio could buy a copy if they don't have it.
I will. Yes.
And listen to Wally. What About You? And his songs are. The band was called the Romantics, but his songs are really rocking. So it's good.
Yeah. Part 2 coming up soon. I forgot I mentioned Weight of the World. Boy, I've got quick fingers. This is a great song. That's a cracking record. I love that. And it was a great mystery why that was never a hit. Complete Beatles rip-off. But if you were in the Beatles, I think you're allowed to rip the Beatles off, aren't you? I think. I love that. Part 2 of the Ringo Starr interview is coming up in the next hour. And if you want to hear the whole unedited thing, you can download the Best Bits podcast after the show, and it should be up there. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio. Bits of your body falling off, doctors chewing gum, and any other kind of nonsense that you want to talk about, really. Sasha, Dave, Terry, Jerry, stay there. Be with you after this.
This is Absolute Radio. Absolute Radio.
Meet the Watson family, Sky customers and self-confessed film buff.
We get the idea. So, Macca Pecker, I've had a text through. This is... I feel bad, but these are the texts we get through. Hello. Beatles are good, so are the Beach Boys, the Beautiful South and the Lightning Seeds, a good quality fun band. How made some great rock pop song, Adam. Just one more time in case you missed that. Hello, Beatles are... I can't do it. Hello, Beatles are good, so are the Beach Boys, the Beautiful South and the Lightning Seeds, a good quality fun band. How made some great rock pop song, Adam. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I was going to ask you something, Macca, and it's completely slipped my mind what the hell it was I was going to ask you, and I can't think. What was it? Nuts! I've completely forgotten now.
Was it
Go
when did I last see you? I saw you at the your.
The Sunday agenda. Yes. You were very, very, very drunk.
Yeah,
very drunk. And I was speaking to a man who was pretending to be Russian, I think.
Oh yeah, on the stairs.
On the stairs, yeah. He wasn't Russian. No way. No, Russians don't speak like that.
No, he wasn't at all. But can we go back?
Let's go back.
I'm still laughing. Did that guy actually? Do you reckon he sounds like that the whole time? The guy with his peg on his nose.
Oh, that was a voice, wasn't it?
I don't like to laugh at people.
No,
I couldn't help but laugh.
I think we're allowed to laugh at people who sound like they've got pegs on their nose. I think we're allowed to. I don't think that the PC Brigade haven't clamped down on that yet.
That's all right, then.
They've not clamped down on that yet, and until they do, God damn it, I'm going to laugh at those poor suckers. I said suckers. All right, I said suckers. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio, Mondays to Thursdays, 11 till 1. Part 2 of the Ringo Starr interview is coming up shortly. Let's go to Jerry. Hello, Jerry.
Well, you'll be left hanging out to dry.
What?
My delivery's not improved.
No, your delivery's has got worse, if anything, Gerald.
Well, that's old age for you.
That'll be old age for you, won't it?
My hospital's near Russell Square.
Your arse is where?
My hospital.
Which hospital?
National Hospital.
Oh, well, I don't know the National. I don't know it.
Around the corner from Great Ormond.
Oh, well, I know Great Ormond Street. I know exactly. No, I know exactly where it is. Yes.
Been there a few times.
Well, when you say your hospital, Jerry, you don't actually own it, do you? It's just a hospital that you go to. That's like me saying, "Oh yeah, you know the Whittington Hospital in Highgate. It's Archway. Yeah, that's my hospital. That's my hospital. Just because I've been there a few times. It's not my hospital, Jerry. It belongs to someone else.
You're a customer.
Yeah, but come on, Jerry, you don't own it. But acting like the big man, pretending you got a hospital so all the ladies fall for you. Come on, Jerry. You can't get that one past me. I'm not going to jump into your Ford Cabriolet just because you claim to have a hospital.
I'm a bed blocker.
There we go, then. Good. Block them beds. Fight the power from within or something. I don't know.
Public enemy again.
Yeah, there we go. What do you want tonight, Jerry?
Things haven't fall off my body, but I've had an injury.
Hang on a second. I just need to check with my producer. Packer, are we doing injuries or are we doing things falling off your body?
We are strictly doing things that are falling off your body.
Doing things falling off. I'll tell Jerry. I'll tell Jerry that.
Okay, cool.
Jerry.
No, it's a good one.
He said he's got a good story about an injury, but we're not doing injuries. We were doing things falling off.
We are just. Yeah, I'm really sorry. We're just doing
it.
Yeah.
Jerry.
You won't believe the amount of blood that come out.
There's a lot of blood involved, Mac.
Oh, it's getting a bit more interesting now.
Jerry, the producer, and I have to adhere to the producer's wishes. We are doing things falling off the body, Jerry.
Like blood?
Blood falling off the body doesn't count, technically, so I'm afraid we're going to have to pass on this one tonight. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
So, I bought a calculator watch.
Oh, nice. Oh, classic.
Yeah, it's a classic design. Yeah. The only problem with it is it hasn't got a light on it. So I can only tell the time at daytime or in a... Or what I was doing the other night when I was at this gig on Friday and it was dark and I needed to tell the time was I would get my phone and shine it on there. Yeah, exactly. And shine it on there. So... A bit of me is gutted. A bit of me is cool because you can do like maths on it.
Yeah, but the person who designed that, who's obviously got a great idea, put a calculator in a watch. Surely the first idea would be to put a light
in it,
and then put the.
Also, because this is new. Okay, it's a classic design, but it's new.
Yeah.
We live in 2011. Right? Even in 1984, when this first came out, they still had lights in watches. Yeah. Right? It's not like you have one or the other, light or maths. You can have both. You can have both, Casio, for God's sakes. Listen to me. It's a great bit of kit. It looks the business. It does the business. I can't do sums at night time. Jeez! So disappointing. We went to see the Monkees last week, me and my wife.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. And we sat there waiting for them to come on, and my wife went, "What's the name of the Chinese one?" I said, "So what? The Chinese one, the Chinese guy." I said, "I don't think there is a Chinese guy in the Monkey. I know the Monkees very well. I know for a fact there's not a Chinese guy." And I said, there's not a Chinese guy. "Do you mean Monkey Magic, the TV show?" No. The pop group, there's a Chinese one. I said, "Will you point him out when he comes on stage?" Right? And fair play, she did. It was Mickey Dolenz, is apparently.
Oh, really?
She went, "Him?" I went, "Mickey Dolenz." She goes, yeah, he's Chinese. I said, well, he's not Chinese at all. So he's got a bit of Chinese in him. I said he's got no Chinese. Anyway, turns out Mickey Darling's is Chinese, according to my wife. She was having none of it. Yeah, he's a Chinese fella.
I reckon we should get a picture up.
He does look a little bit Chinese. Well, a little bit, you know. Especially as he's got older and his face has kind of collapsed in on itself.
With a Z, isn't it?
With a Z, yeah. I send my Mickey condolences to you.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got a bit.
His face has collapsed and melted a bit, but you know, you'd be hard pushed to say yes, he is indeed Chinese.
He's got a little bit of Chinese there.
She was adamant. She said, "Well, he must be like half Chinese or something." I said, "No. He's not at all."
I'm going to post this on the Facebook and see what people think.
Okay. Just be aware that people might start now being a little bit racist, and you now have to monitor that.
I will not do that.
Good lad. Terry, did we not just speak to you, Terry?
Chinese, half Welsh, half Irish. You know.
Oh, this is a different
half
Terry.
of what? No.
Yes. We've joined Terry halfway through a conversation. Let's see if we can pick up what he's trying to say.
Hello there.
Perfect timing. Hello there, Terry.
7 second delay.
7 second delay.
Name wasn't it that?
Remember
that song where they sang?
He annoys me. We'll go back to him in a second. He won't shut up, Lee. He'll be talking now. There we go. So, Mark, remind me tomorrow, we're going to do songs from 1 to 100. Songs that mention numbers from 1 to 100. So we've got 7 second delay. Got 21 seconds to go. If you let me know when you need to do, I've got 21 seconds before I gotta go. Can you hear me on the radio? No. Can you hear me on the radio? So we're going to do songs from 1 to 100.
Right,
tomorrow.
good. I like
we're doing that.
That's
We're doing
a
that.
great idea.
Terry.
Yes.
Good idea, isn't it?
Well, you've done well for a change, Ian, because you normally ask people to ring in for ideas. But today you outdid yourself with parts you've seen falling off of a human body.
Yep, that's good, isn't it? That's a good one. That's a good one.
But I was thinking, what if one time it was there and then it sort of disappeared?
Oh, Terry, give me an example, please.
Well, let's say, for instance...
Terry, could you do me a favour and turn the radio off?
Oh, certainly, yeah.
That's very kind of you, Terence. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I don't know what we're being polite tonight, but I thought I'd...
Why not? Why not? What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Love. Who can do the lowest voice? Macapaka, you go first. Try and do the lowest voice.
Barry White.
You're out. Terry, you try and do a low voice.
Barry White.
Whoa! I thought I was I don't know if I can beat that. Hang on.
I'm a shiner when it comes.
Okay, all right, Terry, we've got the idea. You can do a low voice. All right, got the idea. My turn. I think I'm going to struggle to beat that. Oh, Terry, shut up. It's my turn.
Come on, man.
Oh, hang on.
I didn't say man, I meant...
I want to do a very low...
I got yellow
I can go low.
Oh, we should start a band.
I can go low.
I
want to do do you know what? I just had a moment there, Terry. I had a moment there where I thought, I'm getting paid for this. Macca, who was the low voice? And be honest, who was the low voice? It's a tough one.
Do you know what? Terry. Shall I do an X Factor style? No, because I've chosen rubbish. It sounds like I'm taking sides here. Dear listener,
don't take it the wrong way, bro.
I'm going for Ian.
Well, thank you very much. Independent. He's independent. Hang on a second. Someone's calling in. Richie. Richie, who had the lower voice there?
Hello.
Hello, Richie. Who had the lower voice? Myself or Terence?
Quality of the voice, you've got to realise. It's the quality, not the quantity. My voice is lower than yours. Can you see what I see?
I just want to say, hastings.rock.co.uk. Kick in.
Okay, not got a clue what that means. That was.
He said .com.
He said. Anyway, Terry, you've not called in. Okay, all right. Okay, we've done the low voice. Who can do the highest voice? Macapaka, you go first.
Have a little drink a second.
You have a little drink, Terry. Macapaka's going to go first. Macapaka.
How high do you want me to go?
Jeez, that's
that's
mental.
That's a woman's voice.
I'm watching it. I'm watching him do it. Do it again.
No, good. That's Eloise. Eloise is on the phone from Spain.
She's got quite a
got
butch
more
voice.
interesting things to do.
This is Eloise.
Yeah, we go. That's Eloise.
This is Micah Parker.
That's like, and the thing is, what you're doing as well. It sounds like it's speeded up.
Ah, yeah, you see, yeah.
Okay, go on then, Terry. You do it. You won't it.
Yes. Oh. This is Micah Parker.
Okay, that was right. Terry, you're out. You're out. Okay.
Okay,
You're out.
I put it down to age.
I can do it.
I'm all right. My voice hasn't broken yet. I used to him. Woody
Terry, shut up!
I
could go this high, my voice is this high.
Go on, Macca, your turn. Go on, see what you on.
It's watching. We need to video this.
Can I?
Hang on, Macca, you'll go.
Helium balloon.
Oh,
no, it's rubbish.
Here we go.
I'm not quite sure.
My voice is higher than yours.
I'm not right.
He's talking to Farmer Giles.
Terry.
I can't do it.
Terry, who was higher? Hello?
I would say you were.
Thank you very much. And I'm like Mariah Carey. I've got
I
seven.
I don't even know if you were doing it.
7
but
octave
for
range.
definite, you've taken the higher stand in this.
Thank you very much.
It's democracy at work.
It's democracy gone crazy.
Yeah, what we should do is put the premium rate on these telephone calls into I was going to say Virgin, but that's a bit.
Oh, you can't mention Virgin. Don't mention Virgin.
No, I didn't mention Virgin, but you used to be Virgin.
No, don't mention Virgin.
It sounds like the Welsh version of Ronnie Corbett.
Brilliant now. I mean, they got Ian Lee in from the gods of Eos. Oh, that's a bit over the top, isn't it? You know, the winged winged messenger of the god Pegasus, bringing Ian to the highest top. It's not low then, don't worry.
Yeah. Terry, thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling.
There we go. Well, what did he just call it? There's a guy on on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Iain Lee Show, who's getting well arsey. Greg Smith. For some reason, he started posting about cannabis. Oh, dear, oh, dear. And he's written, how many people have died from smoking cannabis? Know your facts before you comment, except he spelled no, N-O. Right? And then he's written, ha-ha, deleting the post. Discouraging the listener's opinion is the exact reason why your show has become so SH1T. So he spelled has wrong. But did you delete a post from him?
No.
I've not deleted a post from him. He's been smoking too much wacky backy. He's getting Greg, if you want to do your boring cannabis argument, phone up, for God's sakes. Why? What? I've not deleted any posts, so I don't know what you're talking about. Ha 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 ha. My life is so empty I have to make uneducated comments on something I know nothing about. The show is boring. Fact. And if you know I listen and post on here, you'll know I am at work and don't have a choice as to listen or not. And yes, I am a twit, but people, you say you are what you eat. Oh, he's saying that he eats lots of twits.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Greg, message me your phone number. We'll give you a call. Won't cost you a penny. Because I don't quite understand what your beef is, for goodness sakes. But he's got a beef. Dave, Sasha, Alex, be with you after this. Oh, and more Ringo Starr as well. So there's Greg Smith is on Facebook and he's getting stroppy. I'm not quite sure what he's getting stroppy about. He's arguing about cannabis or something. I don't quite know. Right, anyway, he sent me his phone number. Or has he? Let's see. Let's give it a call and see what he says. I always get confused when I have to look away to dial the numbers on this system. Let's see. I don't quite know why he's getting stroppy.
I've got no idea.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Greg, how you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, as if you got confused. It's only 11 digits.
Sorry?
It's only 11 digits.
I have to look away. It's a different system to what you might expect from a telephone.
What, as in pressing number and then ringing?
Yeah, it's different to that, yeah.
I'm not really getting stroppy. I think it's
Well,
more...
hang on a minute. Calm down. Greg, calm down. You've already come in straight away with trying to have a little dig.
No.
You little dig straight away. I'm being very friendly and very charming. You've come with a little dig. Now, you're on Facebook. You don't like the show. You're forced to listen to the show because you're in a job
I don't like the show.
No, I thought you said you didn't like the show and you're forced to listen to it.
No, well, I'm forced to listen to it now. Right, can you give us 1 second? 'Cause I've got you in both ears at the moment.
I can give you 1 second. We'll give you the rest of the show if you want, fella.
You'd love that. Right, I've turned you off now.
I'm at work and I don't have a choice as to listen or not.
No, I don't. We get one radio station.
Okay.
And that's no word of a lie.
Okay, brilliant. Well done for you. But so do you want to listen or not?
Well, to be honest, I do. But then
there we go.
I spoke to a few months ago, and everybody at work, we had a laugh with you for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then you turned into an absolute bottom.
When was that? How did I turn into a bottom, Craig?
Well, you cut me off for a Jeremy Beadle joke, which were hilariously funny.
Probably offensive, I'd imagine.
Well, maybe, but
you see, you've accepted that it was probably an offensive joke. Then you understand that I have to, Greg. Yeah, let me finish. You have to understand I have to follow A, the rules of the land, B, the rules of the company I work for, and C, the rules of Ofcom, the radio regulators. You understand I have to do that. And
I understand that.
If something crosses or breaks one of those rules, I have to act in the best interests of me as a professional and the radio station by getting rid of that. That's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, that's self-explanatory.
So that's all I did. That's all I did.
On the other side to that, there's times where you abuse people, which is all funny. That's actually the funny part.
Could you hold the phone near your mouth, Greg? I know it's tricky, but it'll make things easier for us to understand.
No more tricky than dialing 11 digits here.
Well, it would appear that it is, Greg, because you keep moving the phone away from your mouth, making it all muffled.
No, it's a BlackBerry, so it can only turn in a 360 degrees angle away from 180.
Either way, you're making it more muffled. I don't know why, but that's what you're doing, and I'm just asking you not to make it so muffled. You told an offensive joke about someone, I cut it off. Fair play. That's my job. Next point. What are you arguing about cannabis on the Facebook page for?
You're saying that it's dangerous and that it kills brain cells and all this lot. It's an uneducated opinion. It's not actually factual as to...
Okay, Greg. Tell me about cannabis. Tell me what I don't know about cannabis.
It's the most versatile plant in the world. Renewable. By legalising cannabis, you'd have paper.
We're talking about... I'm yawning because this is the laziest topic ever. I'm talking about smoking cannabis. I'm not talking about... Again, you're moving the phone. I'm not talking about making paper or hemp bags or anything like that. I'm talking about smoking cannabis.
Yeah? How's that any different? So,
because you're talking about making paper.
Would you turn round to somebody that phoned up and say, "Oh, you're drinking wine, you're drinking beer"? You wouldn't, would you? It's the exact same thing.
It's not exactly the same thing because one of them is illegal. So in that respect, it's slightly different.
To be honest, so were beer in Prohibition, wasn't it? 1920s.
That was in America, yeah.
Regardless, during the 30s over here, there was adverts trying to tell us that tea was a dangerous hallucinogenic.
Okay, so I've just shot down one argument, so you're moving on to another straight away. Good lad, well done.
That's the thing you're saying in America.
Yeah, well, prohibition was in America, yes, correct, in the 1920s.
Yeah, well, all right, then cannabis is legal. Medical marijuana is legal in America. It's legal in Amsterdam.
But do you know how Greg, do you know how people who require or use medical cannabis that's legal, do you know how they ingest it?
Yeah, they either ingest it. You can have mouth sprays. You can have everything. You could have scented aromas.
Exactly. They don't, Greg. And trust me, I have experience with this. They don't smoke it when it's prescribed. When it's prescribed by a doctor or someone like that, they don't smoke it.
Okay, then you said because they were a bit slow getting off, Mark. Is
that another point of yours I've just shut down? Or you're moving on to another point straight away? You don't want to discuss that any further. You're moving on to the next point.
Is it a debate, Ian? Is it a debate, or is it you just
I don't know, Greg, because every time...
Because this is the thing. It's meant to be the people's show, but you're not.
It's not meant to be the people's show. It's the Iain Lee show, so that's wrong.
It's Absolute Radio show. When you're replaced, it'll still be Absolute Radio.
Greg, I'm here till January, brother. So at the moment, between 11 and 1, Monday to Thursday, it's the Iain Lee show. You've just raised a point. I've discussed it and proved you wrong, and then you're moving on to something else.
No. I'm trying to prove my point wrong by going back to something you said earlier in the debate.
You're trying to prove your point wrong. Well, continue, Greg. You're doing an excellent job.
Ian, seriously, right? If I had a microphone and the ability to talk over everybody else, then I'm sure everybody would think I were right.
If you had the ability to construct a sentence that made sense and didn't contradict itself, then maybe they would. Yes.
Well,
away you go.
Finish it then.
Away you go.
Right. You said about smoking cannabis, right? About how it kills brain cells. So then people in America that are administering cannabis by mouth spray, by eating it, does that not do the same harm?
No, it does. It's completely different.
Why? Because you're taking away the lungs. You're taking away the lungs from the equation, so you're not smoking it.
Yeah.
So it's not really...
because you're ingesting it in a completely different way. By spraying it into...
It's still in your system, Ian.
By spraying it into... And do you know how you spray it, Greg? Do you know how you apply...
Into your mouth.
Yeah, but where exactly in your mouth do you spray it?
Under your tongue.
Incorrect. By spraying it onto the roof of your mouth, which is the correct way to ingest medical cannabis that comes in a spray form, you are not doing the damage to your brain because it is such a refined cannabis, because you are not smoking it. Greg, how much experience have you had with people who take medical cannabis?
Quite a lot.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
An uncle that's got MS that's done it for the best part of 20 years.
Okay, and he gets prescribed...
No, but this is the thing.
Can I ask you a question? Does he get prescribed...
Greg,
let me ask you a question. Does he get prescribed medicinal cannabis?
No, because you can't in this country.
Well, that's where you're wrong. My mum's got MS, and for a period, she had prescribed medical cannabis. She was on a trial, and she got the sprays.
That's a dose of 0.1 gram.
Sorry, I can't hear you. You've gone all muffled again.
It says that to be pain-free from cannabis, you need 0.1 gram of cannabis administered.
Okay.
Right? Does that 0.1 gram do the same administered in a mouth spray as what it does administered smoking or in a pipe or eating it?
No, of course it doesn't do the same.
No, it doesn't.
Of course it doesn't do the same.
And it doesn't do the
because
same
what it does,
pain relief or anything.
What it does is it eases the pain, it releases it relieves the pain in the joints, it loosens the muscles, but it doesn't get you off your mash.
I disagree.
Well, no, it's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. It doesn't get you off your mash.
Give us this website where you're getting all your facts from. I'd be intrigued.
There's no website. It's through experience dealing with my mother and being in a hospital and supervising her taking the drug.
Well, I've done that with my uncle, and
but not the medicinal one, Greg, as you just said, not the one prescribed by a doctor.
Well, it's
well, no, it's not.
What is it in the spray that's gonna get you, as you say, off your box?
Greg, are you listening to me?
Yeah, but are you listening to me?
No, because I just said that the spray doesn't get you off your box, and you just asked me what in the spray gets you off your box.
No, well, what is the common denominator between the spray and the plant? Is it cannabinoids and THC? Is that not what you extract from the cannabis plant to put into the medical marijuana? THC, tetrahydrocannabinol.
Okay, it doesn't get you off your mash, Greg.
So arrogant.
What? Because he's hung up. He hung up. He hung up. Listen, kids, my mum has got MS, and for a long time she was on a medicinal trial with Reading Hospital, where she was prescribed either a placebo or medicinal cannabis. Okay, and it was to test the pain relief. It was to test the spasticity in her muscles and in her joints, and it was to test whether she got off her mash. Now, it was explained to us that the drug is so refined, and it's a spray. You get these little bottles of spray. It's like a little mouth spray, and you spray it into the roof of your mouth. It's so refined that it is unable, unless you did shed loads of it, to get you high. But what it does do is it does relax you. It does, and I've seen my mum take normal cannabis as well in a tea form. And she did get off a mash. I was with her once, and I probably shouldn't say this because it's very naughty, but she had some cannabis tea, and we were watching Countdown, and she suddenly started going, I don't know why, but I'm finding Countdown very, very funny this afternoon. And I said, Mum, I think the drug's working. But it doesn't... You know, listen, I know more about medicinal cannabis, young man, than you will ever know about it, as I studied and I looked into it very, very intently. If I'm going to get my mum on a drug trial, I'm going to make sure I've studied every possible outcome. And it's completely different to smoking. Oh, that's a shame. I was really looking forward to a good argument. And when he knew he was losing it, he hung up. And now he's going to go on the Facebook page and post horrible little things. I've got no choice but to block him. Anyway, that was fun. Dave, Sasha, don't take any more calls, Macca, because we've got plenty. We're going to play Nirvana. We're going to come back, play another song. Then we've got Ringo Starr. And then Dougie, Alex, Sasha and Dave, we will be with you, I promise. Oh, that was disappointing. I was expecting so much more from Greg. So much more. Never mind.
The UK's favourite specialist car buyer. Great Britain only. Transaction fee from $49.99 may apply.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Is there anyone that you've asked to be in your all-star band and they've not been able to do it?
Yes.
Are you allowed
only
to?
Because only because they'd set up their own tour.
Right, okay.
And I didn't know.
Yeah.
So that was all. But nobody just turned me down flat.
Yeah.
Nobody ever did.
Nobody would. It's like getting an offer from Frank Sinatra or the Mafia or something.
Oh, yeah.
surely.
I tried Frank, but he just won't return my call.
I've got something to say about Frank later on. You might be a little bit upset. He's passed over.
Oh.
He's passed over a while
Okay,
ago. Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees, would you ever get him in? That would be awesome.
No,
Beatles and a
Mickey,
monkey.
you kidding? Get
That'd
out of
be
here.
awesome.
Mickey Dolenz. Crap. I believe they're having trouble putting the band together right now. That's why I said that, Mickey. Mickey's a good friend, you'll understand.
That would be awesome. Because you did that Pizza Hut advert with them years ago.
I did years ago, yeah, but I wouldn't have the pepperoni because I'm a vegetarian.
Exactly, well
and
done.
It drove them crazy. You know, pepperoni is the biggest selling pizza in the world. You know, you learn things every day.
Hold that in your mouth, for goodness sake.
Oh,
there we go. So, let's go through some of the dates.
You know, where usually they have a little clip-on thing. It's very
We're not that switch.
unattractive.
What have you got on your badge? I'm trying to work that out. I can't see.
Oh, it's stars and moons.
Oh, lovely, beautiful. 3D again, holographic.
Yeah, I love holograms.
Very nice. So we've got Ukraine, Russia, Sweden.
We open in the Ukraine, and guess what?
What?
Guess whose family, and he is from Wally Palmer.
It's from the Ukraine?
Yeah.
Really?
His whole family are from the Ukraine, and he speaks the language, so he'll be doing the announcements.
So you guaranteed to sell that gig out then?
We have. Yeah, we're big in the Ukraine.
Russia, have you sold out Russia?
I don't know about selling out.
Yeah.
I just set up the tour, and then people put it together, and I turn up, and you know, where I come from, you're just so grateful you could play somewhere. It could be 2,200, you know, in the audience we play. That's how we work.
Are you allowed to tell us which ones of your songs you're going to be singing?
Little Help.
Yeah.
Yellow Sub.
Photograph?
Yeah, Photograph.
I'll
put Photograph in just for you.
Well, listen, I was hoping to come on the 17th of June, but I'm doing a gig with a guy called Barry from Watford. He's an 84-year-old man. Any tips on... Because I'd rather come and see you, if I'm honest. Any tips on sneaking out and...
Oh, you won't even know you've gone.
Really?
No. How old?
He's 84.
84.
It's a gig in Watford. I'd rather come and see the All-Star Band at Hampton.
Come on.
So I'll just blow him out. You must still enjoy it. You must get a buzz
I do.
from...
No, it's what I do.
Yeah.
You know, people say, no, you're still doing it. Yes, actually, I am, because this is what I do.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it with really good players, you know, and people with great songs, and I get a chance with the All-Stars to be down the front doing a Peace and Love and Let's Go Everybody, and then up on the drums to play with everybody else.
And still enjoying the drums as well?
That's what I do.
Yeah.
No, I love the drums.
Your boy's not bad either, is he?
My boy is very, very good.
He's the drummer with The Who.
He
I think that's so cool.
Yeah, well, now he's the drummer with Penguins, his band.
Oh, really? Good.
You know, and he's opening for BDI.
Right, okay, yeah.
Because they're all mates. Because he was with Oasis for 180 gigs.
Yeah.
180.
So you're looking forward to the tour. There's a new album as well, I think, that you've been working on.
I've just finished a new album in LA,
yeah.
My new CD, and I'm going to mix it starting next week here, and then it'll probably be out in January.
Okay.
I don't have a title for it yet.
No, no title?
Did you listen to Why Not, the last album?
I listened to some of it.
Yeah, good.
It was good, I enjoyed it.
No, it was good.
Okay. And also, we're finishing in a second, so I know you've got busy, David. Do you like doing interviews? Or?
Well, I'm doing it because I'm on, I'm going on tour, and I'm letting you know I'm here, and, also we'll have a record out later.
Yeah. When you should come and do a session for us, absolutely. Come and do
a session.
Little acoustic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Sure. Okay, yeah, I'll be right there.
I was Beatle, I'm not doing that.
When do you want me?
Anytime.
Oh, no, not anytime.
I'm busy
anytime.
Very briefly, I watched a brilliant documentary about the fantastic Harry Nilsson the other day. Just what a talented man.
Yeah, it was my best friend.
I know, and I'd kind of forgotten about all of the wonderful songs.
Oh, incredible. Well, besides that, his voice was the best voice in
the album of standards
at that time. And he actually came to the studio to meet the Beatles because we all loved him so much, and we couldn't believe how great his voice was. And his version of River Deep just was so close to going over the edge of madness. It was so great. Anyway, he was a good friend, and I miss him still.
Yeah, a great time. I just saw this a couple of weeks ago. I thought this is, it's fantastic. Ringo, it's lovely to meet you.
And you, yeah.
I wish you the very best. I don't need to wish you the luck with the tour. You're going to storm it, of course you are.
Well,
but,
we're going to do it anyway.
But well, listen, it's lovely to meet you, and thank you very much for all of your
anyway, if you
tunes.
get out there going to Croydon, come on over and see us.
I will see. If I can't do that one, I'm going to come to Bournemouth and see you in Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, great. No, great.
It is great. I know. It is great.
Yeah. Anywhere we can play. We're still at it. We're still doing it. That's the deal.
Ringo, it's a pleasure.
Anyway, look, I've got to win this because he never will. So peace and love, everybody. Peace and love, brother.
Peace and love, brother.
Yeah.
Ringo Starr! I met a Beatle, Mum! I met a Beatle! And he refused to sign my White Album, and I did not begrudge him that refusal in the slightest. RingoStarr.com is the place to go to get all of the details about the tour and all of his albums, and man, what a lovely, lovely bloke. Here's the Beatles. They're a good band, aren't they?